Tension builds in Ericeira on the Challenger Series. M.Cibilic will have a pop at Mateus Herdy. I reckon Mateus Herdy will have a crack back as well. I cannot wait to see two intense.
It's just the kind of soul. Great sportsmanship there.
Morgs has weddied up and he's out there and he's surfing. Here he goes. Deal with some sort of fluffier stuff out the back. It'll join it up. And then just carving in the pocket. Committed bottom turns, pushing straight up. High in the pocket, into the lip. Jamming as well. Now, we'll have a thorough debrief with his squad. Let's have another look at this wave of Morgs.
Yeah, Morgs drives hard out of this first turn here and goes down. This is a big heat. Mateus is such a character. We're talking about maybe the biggest character on the Challenger Series, and he surfs with that as well. Comes in, gives us two snaps there with the spins.
It's a softer one. I don't fancy that, but that'll give an opportunity to M.Cibilic. And here he'll go, trucking down the line. Pushes all the way back. Doesn't clobber the white water on the rebound, but sort of tucks next to it. And then gets going again. Open up and he'll pivot.
Rail, seriously. So Morgs had a quick check out the back, saw that there was no waves coming. Look how much he pushes off that carb, really just driving all the way back around, not cutting these turns short by any means. Comes around again. He's really capitalizing on any slight wall that comes his way once Mateus qualifies for that championship tour, considering he's already coached on that stage.
Morgs swooping in. All right. Herdy covering some ground. He'll float past M.Cibilic. And then he'll wrap one in the pocket. This section just sits down a little, so he gives it a nice turn, but he would love to get up. He will do by a combo. But it's just a touch soft. He'll stand on the tail and be patient. Then he'll gather some speeds. And a nice variety as he first releases the tail and then swings around in a tight pocket. One more maneuver to finish as well.
And Source, I'm really excited to see it from this front on angle. So came up, builds speed, floats over Morgs there from Mateus. Flat section here though, so really well to hold that rail all the way around. Steepers up a little bit more there, so that's a better turn from Mateus. Check snap. Brings it back around again. So you see what I mean? No real critical major turns done so far at this point in the wave. That's really nice. Surfing with great speed here from Mateus, and he gets to finish. 467 is going to have to be his backup. He's going to have to find a better wave than that last one and surf it up. He's up and riding now.
Yeah, windmilling onto one, and he'll push the energy here, just forcing the issue. A softer wave, he'll clip it. There's all sorts of kinetic energy as he wiggles around. He'll do it pretty well. So active, busy, and moving the scoreboard along here. Let's see exactly how. Might feel a little bit different if Morgs gets a bomb. Morg will get a wave that will require him, cause him just to kick out immediately. Mateus is. And he'll go back for Prio again. He'll get another chance. Let's see how he goes here. M.Cibilic, first turn's a setup, bang. Up there in the lip and down, and then jamming. They'll hit it again. Aussies like it. Saw a bit of tail and fin, a big wrap into the white water. Another slice. Carving once more. Perfect approach really to this wave. It is sort of a short pocket, and he stays in it the whole time.
The gist of how critical these turns are. Steeper section there, goes up and into it. Felt like that was a bit of a carved down setup to go big into that turn. That's the money turn of the wave so far. Beautiful carve back round to the pocket here. Comes through this inside section, draws out that line, back to the white water. And just keeps on teeing off through this inside section. So I liked his 6.5 better, but I feel like this is a really great moment right here. Great looking turn on this wave. Sorry, this is the turn I like the most. Really critical in the pocket. Drifts that fins up and over there. Straight into a full roundhouse cutback. So Morg's definitely bettering this 2.5 and his backup. He's going to ask another question of Mateus to answer back here. Just putting together a really nice performance from start to finish. Nothing breathtaking. Yeah, nice swoop back to the calf here. Not a great looking bowl ahead of him, so he's going to have to patiently wait for this one to really start to steepen up. Another slash here from Mateus. Really love how he drives super hard off the bottom. He stays really electric through his ankles, just keeps pushing up and over those whitewater sections here. Look at that fin, completely out of the water. That's a good sign of a great bottom turn. Doesn't go into his top two there, so just feel like he's lacking a really impactful opening turn. Judges absolutely love that. See if Morgan can get it done here.
Morg's driving, signature wrap. Building up the speed again. Into the lip. A smaller wave, a little bit softer. Well, quite a lot bit softer, actually. He's pushing pretty hard, but can't overdo it.
Energy as well, and he's trying to better a 5-1. Got a 5-1 on his previous to last wave, so this has to be better than that beautiful swoop. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the surfing, but a lot of downtime through the middle of this wave. Didn't have that traditional bowl that we know Morg loves to find himself on. Roundhouse there, nothing crazy happening on this wave. I mean, another tidy performance from start to finish. Just felt like the wave was a little lackluster. Nothing wrong with Morg's surfing. He's looking great. That board looking amazing under his feet. Gets the tail out on that, but he's getting some really nice work done just as he comes into that opening bowl there. But it just felt like that wasn't the best choice of wave selection, especially at this point in the heat and how lethal Mateus Herdy is. We can't forget Mateus has an air game. You know, so Morgs has to be really careful. It ends up bettering, so I stand corrected. It's a 5-3 for this last wave, but I just feel like...
Yeah, basically we are watching Mateus on this one, so beautiful wave by Mateus. He needed this. He was a bit behind. Let's see what he can do. Nice flutter there, gets around it, and a bit of a fall. Yeah, it just comes unstuck there. But yeah, conditions are looking great. I have the best angle. I think
Go and take a break, Chico. You've earned it. Have a little rest. There's a long walk down there for him. Good man. Love that update. Here's some energy from Herdy. Kicked away.
Maybe second guess himself a bit. He's up and riding here.
Oh, hello. Here's Herdy. What's he got for us? Little push. What a section. Right now he's doing cutbacks with some speed, but it's not going to score him loads of points. Gets a sort of semi-angry snap. Couple of them. There's another one. He's going to try and punt here. He'll get a ramp. He'll find the ramp. And he'll kick it away. Sort of sums up his heat in many ways, that wave. Showed a bit of promise.
It's his
under-delivered.
Yeah, it's his best wave of the heat so far.
Here goes Morgan. With a big section to aim at. Can he get around it? He hit it pretty hard. It just slowed him up. And it'll hold him up.
He has these on absolute lock. Pick this one up down the line. Morgs hits this one. Gets the fins out the back, but maybe pushing a little too hard.
Stay out the back. Meanwhile, in motion again, Mateus. Sprightly here. Look at this stuff.
Oh, no. Overcooking it. Again there for Mateus. This is super. Mateus lucking into this one. Nice finner off the top here. Goes for it, but just can't pull it off. So Mateus with 2 scores to lock in here. This is the wave prior. Great looking snap in the pocket. This is a nice bowl to work with. Sorry, this is the same wave. And then here it just comes undone. You can see that back foot moving really far up the board.
And it's locked in. Penultimate heat of the round. M.Cibilic goes through. Taken down. The surfer who, as of paddling out,